Hey KU fans, welcome back to KU Sports Extra here at Allen Fieldhouse one more time this season with Ben Smith. I'm Matt Tate. KU closes the deal. Another win here at home, and they finish the season unbeaten at Allen Fieldhouse. Probably doesn't seem like that to a lot of you, but they did. 78-70 over Baylor in a game that was important for maybe getting back on track, getting their confidence back up, things like that. But I thought Bill Self described this game perfectly afterwards. It was a boring game. Yeah. They played hard. Scott Drew said that. Both teams played hard for nothing being on the line. But
Shout out Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
Both teams played hard.
Yeah. But it was a boring game.
What else did Self say? That it just kind of lacked oomph?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he cares about the way the Baylor plays on this day, but the KU kind of lacked the oomph that he was looking for. So not a great sign, but they at least started the second half strong.
Right.
Had a little spurt, and that seemed to be all that they needed.
That was exactly right. I mean, they were up 3 at halftime,
right.
6-0 out of the gate. Next thing you know, they're up 11 2 minutes later, and they were basically holding Baylor off like the Heisman from there on out. Not anybody overwhelmingly impressive. I think Dedrick Lawson, 23 and 14. That's been his column. Those are great numbers, but he was good. I wouldn't say he was great.
Yeah, the thing was, like, he was bad offensively in the first half because he was missing totally makeable shots. But I thought from that point on, he was great on the glass. He was just making effort plays to get to the foul line. He obviously was helped out with that smack to the face.
Yeah.
That kind of woke him up, he admitted a little bit.
Maybe literally.
And also gave him some free points at the free throw line. But, I mean, I thought that he responded great, and he said you got challenged at halftime from Bill Self. Bill Self said, you have to be better than this.
You're better than this.
And he was. He was better in the second half. I know it wasn't like necessarily pretty or like invigorating for anybody to watch, but he was a lot better.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's exactly right. Some of those shots that he missed in the first half down on that end, you just watch and, he's so long, he's so tall, he's so athletic. I mean, he moves smooth. Yeah, you see him get these open shots, and then from point blank, 3-4 feet, he misses. And it's just, you just wonder what's going on there. I don't think it's anything other than just maybe bad luck sometimes, but it's happened a lot lately.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, and Self said this in many different ways over the last couple of weeks, they can't have it happen from this point on.
Right.
I mean, he said it again today. This is do or die time starting next week in Kansas City, where the Big 12 tournament will be, and then, of course, the NCAA tournament, however far they can make a run there. I think that's what's exciting about today. We finally got to this point, right? This game, they did what they had to do. I'm sure it felt good to finish this thing off undefeated at home. That's something last year's team didn't do. They lost 3 times here, as you guys probably know. But now they can get down to it. And whether this team has that extra gear to kind of focus and lock in, I mean, we've been saying it all year. Things like that have been an issue on the road. We're wondering if they have it, then they don't. Now we're wondering again, does this team have that next level that they can take it to take a run at the postseason? I don't know if they do. I don't know if Bill Self knows if they do. Do you?
No, I don't. I think he definitely does not know. I think he can't be too encouraged about today because, I mean, once they were trying to just put the end of the streak behind them and kind of enter the postseason on a high note, I don't think anybody felt like they're doing that today by beating Baylor in the fashion that they did. So I think Bill Self was probably hoping for a lot more fire and just a little bit of that oomph that he was that he referenced in the post game. That wasn't there. I mean, that's what you need to get to another level like that you've been searching for all season long.
Yeah, it was a necessary win, but not necessarily a real feel-good win. They did what they had to do. Now they'll play Texas on Thursday night in the late game, usually early, as that 1 seed. Well, they're the 3 seed, Texas the 6 seed. Texas lost today. Self made a point after the game today talking about Texas might be in a desperation mode now too, feeling like they have to win to bolster their resume for the NCAA tournament. Could put KU in a tough spot. I'm really interested to see how this team handles postseason pressure. It'll show up Thursday. I mean, when things get tough, when things get tight, what do these guys do? They've had an entire season to get comfortable, to feel this thing out, and they have it at moments. They still have a very high ceiling. Self said today, I still think there's another level we can go to. Whether they do or not remains to be seen. Any thoughts about Texas and KU before we get out of here?
If anything for KU, at least they remember how poorly they played at Texas in that trip to end January. Because that was one of their worst road showings of the season.
Yeah.
There's no shortage of those that fall in that category.
Right.
So at least they have that to kind of maybe feed off of entering the postseason. So if you're heading into postseason play, you're playing against a team that owned you down there, that you barely beat on this court.
Right.
You went undefeated, so they shouldn't be overlooking Texas.
Good point. We would be wrong to not mention David McCormick. 12-5 today, a great first half, starting to assert himself, starting to look physically dominant at times. That would be a nice thing for this team's postseason chances. He's having nice chemistry. They're starting to look good together with him and Dedrick Lawson. So not quite what everybody hoped with Dedrick and Udoka at the beginning of the season, but it's developing, and I think it's important for this team that continues to happen. So he played well. Quentin Grimes, 3 for 4 from three-point range, 5 assists.
Yeah,
That
good pass.
nice game, quietly, kind of an unknown, overlooked, quiet game, but just takes things like that to get guys back on that right track. The big key for this team is, can they all put that together at the same time and go make a run? We'll find out next week. We'll have tons of coverage next week, and as long as these guys keep playing, we'll be there, and we'll turn our level up a notch. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
For Ben Smith, I'm Matt Tate. Thanks for checking out KU Sports Extra. KU wins it 78-70. To the postseason we go.